Atari just dropped an overwhelming amount of new hardware, so I'm going to help you try to make sense of it all so you can make more informed decisions about buying in 2025. Huge thanks to GenXGrownUp for his amazing coverage at CES. Let's start with the GameStation Go. You can see not only a D-pad, but also a paddle controller, trackpad, and even a numeric keypad. So this will really run everything Atari. Not only that, but it'll support Smart Glow, which only lights up the controls you need for any given game. You also might be wondering about the 7-inch 16:9 screen. Well, this doesn't just support retro games, but also modern games, as it will come with Centipede Recharged, for example. They're also releasing this arcade stick, so you can game with arcade-quality controls on your TV. This will also have a joystick and 8 buttons, along with the controls we already saw in the handheld, including a trackpad, paddle controller, and numeric keypad. And here we have the GameStation GamePad, which I can only assume is for easy gaming from your couch, again with a trackpad, paddle controller, and numeric keypad. The GameStation Mega is pretty much the same as the GameStation Go, but is a cute little arcade cabinet, again with a joystick, 8 buttons, trackpad, paddle controller, and numeric keypad. I have to wonder if Atari's seeing modern trends, companies making all these retro handhelds, and they're like, these retro handhelds don't have trackpads, or paddle controllers, or numeric keypads, so Atari gamers can play whatever game they want, no matter what controls they support. Okay, enough about this hardware line, now it's time to move on to the retro line. Here's the GameStation Retro Mega, which includes a joystick, paddle controller, 8 control buttons, as well as 4 macro buttons. Notably absent now is the trackpad and numpad that we saw in the previous hardware. Here you can see some of the included games, including even Street Fighter 2. This also supports HDMI out, so you can hook it up to your TV as well. Now we can see the handheld form factor, the GameStation Retro Go, with the same controls as the mini arcade cabinet we just saw. Note the beautiful 8-inch 4:3 screen, which should be a real joy to play. It's nice seeing Atari really thinking about us retro handheld gamers in their design. If you'd prefer to just have a box sitting under your TV to play all these great classic games, here we have the GameStation Retro Pro, as well as the unique GameStation Retro GamePad. I have to wonder how it'll feel to play with the paddle controller on that thing. Now on to the GameStation Retro Arcade Stick. This can be used with all the hardware we've seen before. I'm blown away at the amount of choice we're getting with all these controllers. For something totally different, we now have the Pinball Player Pro with 7 tables included. It's a mini pinball machine to put on a table and start gaming. Now for something I couldn't even imagine, my arcade is releasing the Super Retro Champ, a handheld for physical Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Mega Drive cartridges. One cartridge slot is on top and the other on the bottom. Let's end with something I'm particularly excited about, the Pole Position Pocket Player Max with a steering wheel, buttons for accelerate and brake, along with digital triggers on top to shift into high and low. This will include the official arcade ROM for an authentic experience, but finally in your hands on the go. Thanks again to GenXGrownUp for all this amazing footage from CES. Definitely check out his channel for even more details. I look forward to seeing you next time on RG Geek.